because it wasn't fair to limit him to the hours of 11 a.m. till 1 p.m., you can now enjoy Walt Bonetti whenever you want. The Walt Bonetti Podcast is on now.
Welcome to episode 44 of the Walt Bonetti Podcast for March 20th. The Walt Bonetti Podcast is brought to you by the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. You can dine in or call them, 469-4999, and they have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver to your home or your office. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com. On today's podcast, bad news if you hope to live healthy in Northeast Louisiana. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell lashes out. A Texas legislator wants to fine men who masturbate. And an Oklahoma woman uses a t-shirt cannon, but it's not filled with t-shirts. But first, these quick hits. A woman in Texas gave birth to sextuplets, 2 girls and 4 boys, in a span of 9 minutes. The babies, which weighed between 1 pound 12 ounces and 2 pounds 14 ounces, are all said to be doing well, as is Mama. Women's Hospital of Texas says there is a 1 in 47 million chance of a woman giving birth to sextuplets. 6 babies in 9 minutes. It takes me longer than that to go to the bathroom. And she had 6 kids. That's unbelievable. We criticize our state legislators here in Louisiana, and rightfully so. But here's a couple of things from other states that should be noted. Churches in Washington state are now required to provide abortions as part of their health care coverage. Senate Bill 6219 was signed into law by Governor Jay Inslee. A church has filed a federal lawsuit in an attempt to overturn this law, and we will keep you posted. Next door in Texas, a lawmaker there has proposed a law that would fine a man $100 each time he masturbates and install a 24-hour waiting period if a man wants to have a colonoscopy, vasectomy, or seeks to purchase Viagra. State Representative Jessica Farrar, a Democrat, of course, is trying to prove a point about sexual health rights. Farrar claims that male masturbation is a failure to preserve the sanctity of life and, quote, an act against an unborn child. A new report from the Robert Johnson Foundation and the University of Wisconsin Population Health Institute lists the most healthy and unhealthiest parishes in Louisiana. And it's not good news if you live in Northeast Louisiana or a rural parish. 8 of the 14 most unhealthy parishes are in Northeast Louisiana, and 8 of the 10 most unhealthy parishes are small, rural population parishes. The exceptions are St. Landry Parish in Acadiana and Washington Parish on the North Shore. Red River Parish was ranked Louisiana's most unhealthy parish. St. Tammany, Ascension, and Cameron parishes were ranked as the state's healthiest. The study ranked parishes and criteria including life expectancy, residents in poor health, and the number of uninsured and unemployed. And now this. March Madness is officially upon us, and if you're glued to the TV like I will be, you know you don't have time to get up and cook. So call the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. You can dine in. They have great service. They're at 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. Or even better, you can call them, 469-4999, and they have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver it to your home or your office or your man cave or wherever. And you can also order online at orderitalianpie.com. Don't wait. Just order. Get your food. Eat. Keep watching TV. Keep watching the games. You know you want to. It's March Madness, after all. Get some great pizza, a calzone, a sandwich, a wrap, a salad, or incredible pasta, all from the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. And don't forget the cannolis. The Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. Like I said, you can dine in or call them, 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will bring it to your home or your office. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com.
Only one of each of us. Don't destroy the one name.
Walt Bonetti.
Welcome back. Thanks again for spending part of your day with the podcast. After a New Orleans City Council meeting, where council members disclosed that the New Orleans Sewage and Water Board is owed a reported $134 million, Mayor LaToya Cantrell lashed out at the media that reported on the council meeting. Quote, "What do you want to do? Screw the city?" Cantrell said in a phone call to The Advocate. "Who's doing the work trying to get the money we need? Me. It's for the city, and it's just that serious. You can play games if you want, but not this one." Cantrell has been pressuring state lawmakers to get tourism dollars diverted to the city to pay for neglected infrastructure projects, including upgrading the Sewage and Water Board. The mayor, however, conveniently fails to remember that prior to being mayor, she was on the city council for 8 years and did nothing. These problems didn't happen overnight, and they won't be fixed overnight, no matter how much money is thrown into the Sewage and Water Board's money pit. The fact is, the Sewage and Water Board needs attention, but it's needed attention for decades. If Mayor Cantrell wants more money from the state, a new millage, or from tourism, which I feel is a mistake, she should first look at her own inefficient government for savings. Too often, our elected officials keep reaching into our pockets and keep their hands out for more dollars without cleaning up their own houses first. Councilman Joe Giarrusso said, quote, "The numbers that we learned today of $134 million possibly being owed to the Sewage and Water Board are eye-popping. We want them to have the money they need to operate, but they've got to collect the money they're owed." Exactly. Do that first, Mayor Cantrell. Last year, when the Jefferson Parish Public School System proposed a new tax for teacher raises and raises for all school employees, I opposed the tax for 2 reasons. 1, I'm not against teacher pay raises, but administration and staff personnel are different and should be treated differently. 2, the Jefferson Parish Public School System is bloated and inefficient. I believe the JPPSS should have become more efficient and cut waste before seeking a new tax. At the time, they did neither, and the tax failed. New Jefferson Parish Public School System Superintendent Dr. Cade Brumley has taken steps to combat waste. Merging schools and better utilizing our assets are great steps, but it's just the beginning. And while I applaud those steps, I'm still not supporting the millage this spring. But I am encouraged. There's no such encouragement from New Orleans and Mayor Cantrell, and the lashing out at the media for reporting the facts and maybe putting the kibosh on her tourism money grab is disingenuous. The public has a right to know that $134 million is owed to the Sewage and Water Board, and half the water in the system is wasted due to inefficiency. Mayor Cantrell, instead of lashing out at the media or continuing to reach into other people's pockets to fix a problem that you've known about for almost a decade, make New Orleans government more efficient. You can find the money if you have to, and you have to. You can't look the other way like you have for the past 8 years.
Now, the Walt Bonetti Podcast Dumbass of the Day.
A woman is suing the Olive Garden restaurant and seeking damages of $200,000 to $1 million after she ate a stuffed mushroom that she claimed was too hot. She claimed she was not properly warned about the temperature. The mushroom got lodged in her throat until she vomited in a kitchen sink. Afterwards, while driving to the ER, she had difficulty breathing and had to be airlifted to the hospital for not properly blowing on her food to cool it down before she stuffed it into her pie hole. Danny Howard is our dumbass of the day. An Oklahoma woman is in jail after authorities say she used a t-shirt cannon, like those used at sporting events, like the Pelicans games, to launch packages filled with contraband over a prison fence. The The packages contained cell phones, pot, meth, tobacco, and a digital scale. Carrie Jo Hickman was charged with introducing contraband into a penal institution, conspiracy, and drug trafficking. A Texas mother is in jail charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child after she allowed her 5-year-old daughter to be molested for 2 years for $400. The woman, Shirley Harmon, admitted that she knew 62-year-old Gary Landreth was assaulting her daughter, but allowed it to continue after she was paid. Definitely a candidate for Mother of the Year. Well, that puts a wrap on today's podcast. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, story ideas, please email waltbradio@gmail.com. That's waltbradio@gmail.com. Don't forget to support our sponsor, the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. You can dine in at 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade, or call them 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver to your home or your office or your man cave or wherever. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com. As we tell you every day, please go out and be a blessing. Change someone's life today, or change your own. You can do it. I have faith in you. I know you can. Thanks for listening.
Walt Bonetti.